The spaghetti was still sliding down the side of my face when his laugh cut through the air. It wasn't the laugh of someone joking, it was the laugh of someone certain I wouldn't do anything. He was wrong. My hand connected with his jaw before the heat of the noodles had even left my scalp. His chair clattered, his drink spilled, his body crumpled. And then, silence. Not outrage at what he'd done, not sympathy for me, just eyes, watching me like I was the problem, even hers. Later, in the kitchen, she whispered like she was embarrassed to be near me. "You should take every insult and apologize. For us. For us." I stared at her for 3 seconds too long, enough to feel the weight of every lie she'd ever told pressing behind her teeth. Then I walked upstairs, packed a bag, and bought a one-way ticket to Hawaii. 5 minutes later, 78 messages. Missed calls stacked on top of missed calls. The first one from her. The second from her mother. By the time I reached the 23rd, I saw the first one that mattered. My neighbor, 3 words, "You need to know." Her messages said nothing, just call me. Her brother's voice was in the background of one. He was laughing again. But my neighbor's text came with a photo. Grainy, taken at night. My wife's car in a driveway I didn't recognize. A man at the door, shirtless, leaning in to kiss her. I zoomed in. Not her brother, not a stranger either. Our realtor. The same man who'd helped us find our forever home. The same man she'd insisted on texting late at night because he works weird hours. I didn't let anger take me. I let calculation take me. Because something about her reaction earlier, about defending her brother like that, felt practiced, reflexive, like she'd been protecting him from more than embarrassment. I scrolled further, more pictures, different nights, same car, same man, same casual intimacy you only have when there's no fear of being caught. And I understood something in that moment. I hadn't been married for the past year. I'd been managed. I didn't confront her. Confrontations tip people off, and when you tip someone off, they start erasing things. Instead, I played the role. I answered her calls in a voice soft enough to pass for regret. I said I just needed time. I asked her to send me photos of the dog. While she did, I pulled phone records. Patterns emerged, calls to the realtor during the hours she told me she was visiting her mother. Messages deleted in blocks, not singles. Then I checked the joint account, transfers, small ones, to a personal account she'd never mentioned. Payments for hotels in our city. I found a private investigator 2 islands over. Told him I needed footage, timestamps, verification. He didn't ask why. Professionals never do. The next 48 hours were quiet enough to almost feel normal. She texted about missing me, about working on us. I kept thinking about that family reunion, about the way her brother smiled when she told me to apologize, like he already knew how much I'd be willing to swallow. The email came at 3:14 a.m., 3 attachments. The first, photos of her and the realtor entering a hotel room at 11:23 p.m. The second, her leaving alone at 6:04 a.m., wearing different clothes. The third, her brother, same night, same hotel, 30 minutes earlier. I looked at the timestamps again. The PI had labeled them, room 512, room 514, next door. They'd been in the same place, the same night. Her story about helping her brother move replayed in my mind. The gaps in time, the sudden silence. It wasn't just infidelity, it was something worse, something tangled, manipulative, designed to keep me humiliated and compliant. When I finally called her, my voice was steady. "We need to talk, in person." She looked relieved when she saw me. That's what struck me first. Relieved. Like I'd come back to apologize. I set the envelope on the table, didn't sit, didn't touch her. She opened it, one photo at a time, her hands trembling just enough to betray her. "I can explain," she whispered. "I know you can," I said. My voice was almost gentle, but you won't. Her face shifted, panic sharpening into something uglier. You don't understand. I leaned in, not to comfort her, but so only she could hear the words. You've been careful, I've been patient. The difference is, my patience runs out. Yours doesn't matter anymore. Then I slid the second set of photos across the table. Her brother, the hotel room, the timestamp that made her lips part without sound. I didn't stay to watch her break. Breaking her wasn't the point. I left the key on the counter. Walked out to the street where my ride was waiting. Behind me, the house was silent. The kind of silence that follows a detonation. I didn't block her number. I didn't need to. People like her can't stand silence. They fill it. They chase it. But I wouldn't hear it. In the end, she'd given me something valuable. Not freedom, clarity. She thought the worst thing I could do was leave. She was wrong. The worst thing I could do was live as though she never existed.